A West Palm Beach businessman is running for president from the anchor desk. Daniel Imperato outlines why he should lead our nation. Today, Sunday, July 16th, 2006.
Now, from the #1 rated television station in Florida, this is Today on Fox.
Thank you. A local man isn't happy with the way government is being run. Coming up from the anchor desk, Laurel Sauer introduces us to this man who is taking matters into his own hands when it comes to making a difference in our nation's politics.
Time now is 10:17. Well, there are plenty of people who are not satisfied with the state of the government, but just how many are willing to do something about it?
One local man is willing to go all the way. From the anchor desk, Laurel Sauer introduces us to a man who is throwing his hat into the presidential race.
A local connection in the race for the White House. A West Palm Beach businessman is throwing his hat in the ring 2 years in advance to run for U.S. president. While acknowledging his candidacy faces an uphill battle, the fiber optic executive says once you get to meet him, you may actually like what he says.
I am the people's president, and I will be your president with your support.
With that bold statement, Daniel Imperato opens his campaign to run for U.S. president. The 48-year-old West Palm Beach businessman describes himself as an average American citizen who understands regular people.
Typical American individual who came from a very poor and humble background. I definitely feel the meat and potatoes in the country, and most certainly understand the difficulties of life pertaining to, meeting bills and making payments. And
Imperato says he is not a career politician. He's earned his money building fiber optics and now runs the Imperiale organization. He calls himself the poster child for the American dream. Second generation of Italian immigrants with 30 years in global business experience to back up his campaign.
I believe that I have some good angles that may open up some eyes in this country. And because I have no political agenda with other politicians, I have no favors that I owe anybody. I don't owe anybody money. I'm debt-free. The fact of the matter is that I'm going to work for the people of the United States of America.
Imperato announced his plans to run on the independent ticket, selecting Webster Brooks, a Connecticut businessman, as his vice presidential running mate. Imperato says America's reputation abroad is suffering.
As a person who travels the world extensively, I'm appalled at the fact that when I go to a foreign country these days, I'm looked at cross-eyed. And basically, I've been told by several leaders of several countries that it's not basically about, what we're doing in the Middle East or what our intentions are pertaining to democracy, because I think that the whole world would like to see democracy. But the fact is we have things going on in our own country like Katrina and the hurricanes and the deficit and the debt and jobs being lost and immigration problems. And it looks like we're not able to even control our own country. So why should another country want to live like us?
Imperato says America is in trouble and people he talks to are fed up.
The fact is that the issues that are on the table, immigrations, health care, Social Security, debt, manufacturing, jobs, they've just been set aside. No one's really done anything about this for many, many, many years. And I believe that we're to our limit. I don't think that our country can handle any more, well, we'll wait and see.
He says he knows he's a long shot and is going to use his own money to fund the campaign.
The only way you get things done is to do it yourself. And I grew up from a very tight budget, so I do believe that the few $100 million that have been spent of the American people's money has been a lot wasted. I don't think that I need that kind of money to win the White House. I think I need the people. I think I need the support for the people.
The candidate's main message he wants to get across is to revive America for a change in leadership.
I don't think there's going to be any change with a Democrat or a Republican in the White House. I just don't see it. They all have been born, bred, and brought up as politicians. They know how to talk. They know how to schmooze. They know how to get their message across. They make promises they can't keep, not because they're lying to us, not because they're inappropriate, because the gridlock in Washington has made it such that tell the people what they want to hear, And then when you get in the White House, there are so many favors and so many strings and an internal political agenda that people are afraid to draw the line and put the line in the sand, take a risk, and say, hey, this is the way it's going to be.
So with his can't-fail mentality,
I'm not a quitter, I'm a driver, I'm a leader, and when I put my mind to something, I usually get it done.
Imperato says the huge challenge of a presidential campaign is getting his name and message out there for the people to decide.
The more people hear me, the more chance there may be for me to make a difference. And if I get a chance to run this country, then so be it. If not, at least I can try to make a difference.
Imperato just launched his national campaign in New York City this week and plans to travel the country bringing his message to voters, hoping to capture momentum for the independent ticket in 2008. From the anchor desk, I'm Laurel Sauer, News Channel.